Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Mars has hit some pressure points. He has pointed out a lot in you that you didn't expect to see in some sort of way. And granted, he's gone and is in Leo now, but he will be retrograding back into your sign. But that's in January, so we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But the work that Mars did on you in the season of I Desire, Scorpio, is all coming up to be profoundly processed in Sagittarius season, the season of I Understand. So there are a lot of new philosophies, a lot of new updates to your thought process, to your feeling process that are coming up to be implemented. So grab your essentials. You're going to want to hear this. Hi, Cancer. What it do? It's your girl Jay, the High Priestess, back at it again with the general tarot reading for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Sagittarius season 2024. Baby, we finally in a fire season, and you just lost the planet of fire, though he's coming back. But I feel like there's a big updates to your philosophies, updates to your habits, to your outlook on life, love, career, everything. I feel like is getting this kind of trial by fire, or this purification by fire is how that's felt. So hydrate, light it if you need it. I'm thinking about going to grab a little something, but anyway, let's create a safe space for my benevolent ancestors, Mother God, Father God, Mother Earth, thanking you for the most useful, helpful, and divinely aligned messages for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Sagittarius season 2024. Yeah, I've decided. Let's burn one. Let's burn a little bit together. Father God, Mother Earth, thanking you for all that you've done and all you're going to do, and asking for the most useful, helpful, and divinely aligned messages for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Sagittarius season 2024. First thing out is the King of Cups reversed with the Three of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So the first thing to be clarified on the Selenite throne is your relationship with other people that have Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio placements, and how they turn you upside down or right side up. I feel like the heartbreak, the disappointment, the confusion has brought in a lot of lessons. Some of you may have been dealing with someone that is jealous or extremely emotionally heightened, or manipulative, or possessive, or very hard to read, or maybe you have been those things. Maybe we're in a place of having to realize the way that we are reflected to ourselves in the mirror of other people. And there may be some uncomfortable things that you've learned about yourself. Maybe there is a part of you that's clingy. Maybe there's a part of you that's attracted to people who are clingy, or I just feel like some of the traits within yourself that you shun, or that you have discarded or found less desirable or valuable, are being reflected to you in some sort of way. And Everything that you dislike in these other people exists in you. Hydrate. This may be a boss. It may be a partner. It may be a friend. I just feel like your relationship with people who like appear to have it together, but internally maybe don't, needs to be evaluated. And I feel like your own emotional capacity needs to be reevaluated and understood. Your ability to let your guard down, your ability to be vulnerable, your ability to share yourself with other people, your ability to accept the truth, the reality of situations. All of that is coming up to a head. And I feel like there's so many important lessons that are being learned from uncomfortability. I just saw 321, which is like my favorite series of numbers, and it always makes me think 321 go. What do you run from? Who do you run from? What aspects of yourself do you run from? And why? And when did you learn to run from those things? Why did you learn to hide those things? And the key to a lot of your prosperity is wrapped up in you understanding the why and where it came from and when the seeds were planted. We got some trees to be cutting down. Trees of insecurity, trees of jealousy or possessiveness, or trees of manipulation or withholding, or I feel like there's a new level of emotional stability that's coming in. Some of you are receiving offers, trying, like someone wants to do a redo, or you're giving offers, giving second chances. There could be also, I feel like, the deeper that you dive into understanding your shadowy side, the unconscious, the aspects of yourself that you're afraid to face, the sooner that you do that, the sooner this influx of prosperity comes in, this influx of good health, resources that you need. Because the thing is if you stay here, how you won't be able to see what the divine is handing you. And we've been bound up in the mind, trying to act a certain way, be perceived a certain way, live and love and laugh a certain way. You know, sorry, I'm in Utah. Live, laugh, love is just, it's an inside joke at this point. There's just a new chapter of life that wants to be watered. There are new seeds coming in. There may be somebody with Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn placements coming in. There's something, and I also feel like some of you are receiving something. It's like a solid offer, but it doesn't look like that. It looks like what's, it looks mysterious. It looks like something that you need to peel back the layers of how is this good? Is this, do I want to do this? Is this what I really think that it is? You know what I mean? It's almost like someone is offering you longevity, but you may not see it for the reality of what it actually is. It may be distorted in some sort of way. I just feel like there's some illusion to break through. Please continue for Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. Please continue for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Sagittarius season 2024. I do feel like there's more money coming in. I do feel like there's more financial opportunities coming in. And there's like this sudden change. Hey, some of us, if you're single, there's some options coming in. Someone with Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius placements. I feel like it's something that is starting small. those of you who are single, I feel like there may be somebody who like really has their shit together, somebody that really ignites passion, someone who's very confident, someone who knows who they are, knows what they want to do and how they want to do it. Someone that is in like hot pursuit of securing their own bag, securing their prosperity. I do feel like there's, okay, for some of you, I feel like there's somebody, some of you who, those of you who are single and you're dating multiple people, there's something about being done with the really like manipulative one, or the one that you feel like you have to manipulate, or the one who is, you know, hyper emotional all the time and, you know, jealous, possessive, whatever, and giving this offer to someone that's maybe a bit more confident or secure in where they're at or in their standing with you. So I feel like there's some of you have been in a kind of a rut with someone. For some of you, it could be as simple as like leave the water sign alone and invest more in the fire sign, the Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. There's also something about leaving behind these aspects of you, leaving behind the aspects of you that feel like, oh, I have to be a certain way in order to receive the love that I want, and starting to invest in deepening your confidence, building your business, you know, becoming extremely competent in whatever it is that you want to generate or create, or whatever particular brand of service that you have to offer. Hydrate. I feel like there are options in love and options in business. And you know who's got a good head on their shoulders. You know who is really like down for you. You know who you can like trust. Center of the reading being the King of Wands just feels like Sagittarius season has so much to do with the upliftment of your confidence, the reconnection to your passion, the reconnection to physical, spiritual, sexual energy, possibly the reconnection to somebody with Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius placements. There is just something about leveling up. I feel like something about understanding who's a knight and who's a king and who's an emperor. And that's going to be determined by your standards, the Hierophant here. What's keeping you from the next level? Ooh, and the Emperor reversed. What's keeping you from the next level? Maybe pride. It may be a fear of commitment. It may be like there's something about educating yourself more, or becoming like, I feel like there's something about like leveling up. Mars has left you, I feel like, with a lot of gumption, and there's something about pursuing new philosophies, Sagittarius season, higher learning. Some of you are thinking about going back to school or going to college, or maybe you're starting to teach. Maybe you need to mentor. Maybe there's something about a mentorship or collaboration, or putting yourself in the position to pass down your knowledge to someone else. I feel like what's going on with your relationship to conformity and traditions and groups and religion, your values. There may be somebody with Taurus placements coming in. There could be like some kind of marriage material going on here. Some of you are finally starting to understand what actual marriage material is, and who is not, what it takes to maintain, to create, sustain, maintain a long-term relationship. And you know, I just feel like commitment is really coming up for you, your relationship to it, the ways that you, the roles you play in it. Final card, final message for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. For Sagittarius season 2024. I feel like that Mars reversed is Mars. I mean, that Emperor reversed is Mars, and Mars retrograde is like, you know, he'll be back before you know it. And there's just something about Mars is Aries. Aries is a sign of I am. And so there's something, and then also Scorpio, the sign of I desire. And so there's so much that you are discovering about yourself, or there's so much that you're discovering about who you are and what you truly desire and how to pursue those things, how to acquire those things. And I feel like some of you, it's just like it's time to open up, cast a wider net in some sort of way. There's something about like not being so rigid, not being too fluid. Also, some of you have really learned a lot about your boundaries. That final card is being reticent. Final card, final message, please. And it's almost like the universe is like taking us to church and taking us back to school. There's just like so many like aha moments and cosmic lessons that are coming in to like replenish you and remind you of your power, remind you of who you are, remind you of what you're capable of building. But the thing is to remember that the keys have always been inside of you, Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. In Sagittarius season, I feel like you get help finding your keys to yourself again. Some of you are taking more classes, giving classes. Some of you are, doing your part to acquire new skills, or I feel like whatever conflict comes up in your life, the answer is education. The answer is getting yourself more information. Final card, final message, please. For Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. And if you study, you move forward, baby. But I feel like with the Four of Swords at the bottom of the deck, there's a lot of processing. There's literally a new understanding of life that's coming in. And so where Mars had given you all this like physical, spiritual, sexual energy to really start moving forward, and like, you feel like you're really tackling the things and getting things done. And then all of a sudden you're back to the old pace. And I feel like you're really being forced to like sit the fuck down, lay the fuck down, think about some stuff, process, implement, because a new foundation in the realm of your mind is being established. Because the divine's not fucking around with you. You will be successful. You will be known for something. This is public success and recognition. And I feel like what you're generating is something that you're generating from your heart. All this green energy down here that feels like heart chakra energy. And there's just this like so much studying, so much learning, so much building, so much restructuring that needs to happen, or that is in the process of happening, so that you can have this internal physical, spiritual, sexual harmony. So you can have this internal harmony that reflects externally. People will celebrate when you get in this. People will congratulate you when you get in this place of internal harmony. And like it'll be noticed when you move deeper into this place of confidence, or this, the next level of power in some sort of way. And I just feel like the closer we get to your shadow season, Capricorn season, there's a really successful processional forward, and Pluto's not there in opposition anymore. And so I feel like that's one of his parting gifts, is like giving you some big headway in your career. Resources are coming in, but you got to make sure that you are competent, educated, and confident enough to know what the fuck to do with this bag that's trying to be handed to you. So there's something there about like, yes, do the work of the emotional work of processing and building this new relationship with yourself. So when the things get handed to you, we read it, we read it, we read it for y'all. You ready, baby? So I feel like Sagittarius season is really asking us to like, what the fuck does your mood have to do with it? What's going on with your mood? Are you sad? Are you anxious? Are you depressed? Can you just talk about it and process it already? That's like Mars energy. Mars is going to come back and be like, this is the last time we doing this, bitch. You going to learn today. And so I would suggest we all voluntarily like really be willing to call ourselves out on our own bullshit. That we really get in the process of like extracting so much mood, so much feeling from the development of the resources that we have. And not all of us have been in this place, but some of us have been squandering the energy, time, and money that we have. Especially now that it's cuffing season. And so there's something here about like, what is your particular brand of the Six of Wands? What is it that you want to be known for? What does success look like to you? What do you fucking desire? And how are you going to transmute those desires into your possessions? Which is the whole like crux of the Taurus Scorpio axis. And so with Taurus showing up here, you have some things. Are they what you actually want? Do you want more? Are you capable of pursuing that? Are you going to be able to let go of things that or things or opportunities or people that are not moving in the same direction that you are, so that you can step into this place of confidence and develop yourself, level yourself up enough to start the motherfucking parade, baby? What aspects of you are getting in the way? Are getting in the way by you not taking the time to acknowledge them or develop them. Some of us are like, la 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 la. No, that's not how I am. I'm not like that. I wouldn't tolerate that. And look at you sitting here tolerating some shit that you didn't know that you were built to tolerate or needed to learn. So I feel like there's this interesting dilemma between your emotions and your pride, or your feelings and your ego. So let me zoom out a little bit. 2 court cards, 1 ace, 1 major arcana. The only major road sign we have is the Hierophant, and he's coming closer to Capricorn season. And there's something about really minding the company that you keep and really being clear about the aspects of yourself that you're like accomplishing things through. Are you trying to initiate something from a place of it's like you're not going to be able to initiate, let's say for instance, a new business without accessing your masculine logical side. If you're trying to initiate like something that doesn't require emotions with nothing but emotions, it's like you're making everything more difficult for yourself than you have to. And so like, I'm trying to start a new business, but I feel XYZ, and I'm being swayed by this, and this is happening, and this is happening, versus like, okay, this is happening and this is happening. I'm gonna put this over here where it needs to be because I'm gonna address it. But right now, in these time frames or these time blocks, I've got to be in my masculine initiatory direction oriented mindset. And so I feel like we're learning lessons about compartmentalization with the King of Cups reversed and the King of Wands here. Especially for those of you who your phone's dry as fuck and you're not dating multiple people, this is about you being able to weave in and out of your masculine and feminine energy. But this is also about like understanding what compatibility truly is. And I feel like the friends that you're around, the company that you keep, all that stuff is coming up with these court cards here. I feel like there's new resources, new opportunities coming in, an influx of energy, something maybe of value being given. There could be a gift, there could be a new offer, there could be a new not contract, that's more Ace of Swords. But there could be just some sort of new lucrative, mutually beneficial sort of, symbiotic relationship, something coming through. And I just feel like there's these resources coming in, energy coming in that's needed for you to, that's going to help support you to get more competent and AKA more confident. And then it puts you in this position to teach, realize, hey, maybe there's more I need to learn. And then you learn it and move forward. I would definitely suggest checking out the Sagittarius season astrology video that has all the important astrological dates into it. Definitely join us over on Patreon. Me and the Ethical Cult are going to be clarifying all these cards. There's all kinds of astrological content over there. A tier for daily readings as well. That's patreon.com/JustJEverything. For free shit, check out my Instasham at JustJ_everything, TikTok at JustJEverything, and for other dope shit that I do, my website, JustJEverything.com. All the links are in the description box below. I want to talk a little bit more, though, about this Four of Swords at the bottom of the deck, because when I say a new foundation in the realm of your mind is trying to be established, this is the season of I understand. And I just want you to know, like, your mind, I feel like, is being a little tampered with. It's like your mind is being cosmically, it's like our minds are receiving some kind of cosmic surgical procedure. I feel like for a lot of us, the divine is cutting out the cancer in our thoughts, cutting out the disease of our mind, which the disease may have started in childhood, and I do feel like has to do with passion and energy and masculine energy and your concept of masculine energy, how you use it when you feel the need to release or lead with that masculine energy. There could be some big time father wounds that are also coming up, especially when Mars is dipping into Leo, the sign of the good father. He comes back to you in January, and I feel like he's going to be bringing up like some daddy stuff, some father stuff, some sperm donor stuff, and I don't think that the origin of it is your romantic partner. I think the origin is asking you to look at who raised you and who did or didn't raise you and how you were raised and how that has impacted everything. Because this taking the time to be with your thoughts and to not be so emotion and feeling based is going to cause you to make different decisions. It's going to attract in different kinds of people. It's going to help you initiate a new relationship with yourself, and it's going to help you get more receptive to appropriate things and people and offers. I know I showed you a little bit of the plunge, but this period of isolation, I feel like, is not even isolation. Not saying that y'all are isolated, but I feel like there's just new developments in your alone time, new developments about alone time. And what's coming up, I feel like, absolutely is leading you to where you want to be. It's leading you to closeness and union and love and more money and the things that you've been wishing for. It's just like the divine's not going to play you and let you attract in all these things and not give you the tools that you need to sustain them. Woo-wee! Okay, I love you. I'll see you over on Patreon, patreon.com/JustJEverything. Let's get into it. For the full version of the video, go to Patreon.